Welcome back. You're watching To The Point, and let's quickly dip into the latest news break that is coming in from battleground Maharashtra. The big news coming in right now, it does seem that the Mahayuti and the Maha Vikas Aghadi both have finalized their seat sharing as per sources. What we've been given to understand, in the Mahayuti, it is the Bharatiya Janata Party which gets the big share. Sources also tell us from the Aghadi camp that Congress all set to get the lion's share in the Maha Aghadi. Sources tell us seat sharing in Maharashtra, Mahayuti stands where BJP will get anywhere from 152 to 155 seats. The Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde faction from 78 to 80 seats. The NCP, which is the Ajit Pawar faction, 52 to 54 seats. The BJP just about the same figure that it was the last time around in 2019, where it fielded 150 candidates. But a lot has changed, where 2019 political landscape and dynamics of Maharashtra were concerned. Parties are totally different, and many breaks in those parties as well. So this is what the Mahayuti looks like. The Maha Vikas Aghadi, Congress stands at 105 to 110 seats. The Shiv Sena UBT faction 90 to 95. NCP Sharad Pawar faction 75 to 80. Cutting across to Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, to quickly get us up to speed with this news break. Sahil, has the Aghadi finally been able to iron out its differences on the 40 seats which were in the Vidarbha, mostly East Vidarbha, Marathwada, Mumbai?
Well, it seems that now at least everybody has softened their stands, because earlier the Shiv Sena UBT wanted that, they wanted to contest at least 12 to 15 seats at any cost, and that is what has changed. The Congress leadership has finally managed to make them understand that the Sangli pattern may not work when they are contesting assembly elections. In Lok Sabha, the situation was different. In fact, even the NCP patriarch Sharad Pawar also tried to put in some sense in the Shiv Sena UBT leaders, saying that the situation is different in Lok Sabha and the situation is different in Assembly. It is more of a localized election, and there not only the arithmetic but the chemistry between all the three partners will make a huge difference. We may not be able to get as much as support from the sympathy what we got during the Lok Sabha. So we'll have to consolidate our positions. We'll have to do better election engineering and management while contesting assembly elections. So the Sangli pattern, which the Shiv Sena UBT was threatening to Congress about, is now out of question. On the other hand, the Mahayuti, the BJP has managed to convince its alliance partners that at any cost the BJP will have to fight at least 150 to 155 seats. It may be 152, 53. The Shiv Sena Shinde, who was hoping to get at least 90 seats in the seat distribution because of the better strike rate they achieved in Lok Sabha elections. That is not going to be the case at this point of time, but at least Shiv Sena Shinde will manage to get at least 80 seats. There are still issues with respect to some seats in Mumbai, some seats in Marathwada region as well. Whereas the NCP, Ajit Pawar has, understood that, they have nothing much to offer at this point of time. Their area of influence is very limited. So they are confined themselves to the seats which the united NCP had won in 2019 election. Some of the seats, there will be transfer of seats between the BJP and NCP. But more or less, the NCP, Ajit Pawar, will be around 52 to 54. The lowest in the order of Mahayuti. On the other hand, Sharad Pawar is more concentrating on the strike rate, the way he managed to achieve it in the Lok Sabha elections, that he contested 10 seats and won 8 out of 10, achieving almost 80% of the strike rate. Similarly, in assembly elections as well, he's working to get almost 50 seats out of the seats which he will be contesting. So he is concentrating on less number of seats, marking his influence very clearly, not getting into the areas where the NCP SP has no standing, and that's how he is ending up at around 75 to 80. So this is more or less going to be the picture in Maharashtra, and Congress has emerged as the party, number one party as far as the contesting number of seats is concerned. It's going to be the number one party vis-a-vis Lok Sabha elections where the Shiv Sena UBT contested 21 seats, whereas the Congress had to make way with the 17 during Lok Sabha. So that situation has changed because the Congress's performance in Vidarbha was unexpected and much better than what they were expecting. So that's why they are getting more chunk in areas like Vidarbha.
Appreciate you joining us, Sahil, our Mumbai Bureau Chief, breaking it down in terms of what the seat sharing looks like, both as per sources where the Aghadi and the Mahayuti stand. Let's now quickly cut across to our political panelists at the back of that news break. In the studio with me, Pradeep Bhandari, National Spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party, Dr. Shama Mohammed, National Spokesperson, Congress, joining us, Mahesh Tapse, National Spokesperson, NCP, which is the Sharad Pawar faction, and we have Krishna Hegde, Spokesperson, Shiv Sena, which is the Shinde faction. Let's begin with you, Pradeep. Interesting, because the BJP somewhere down the line was hoping that the Maha Vikas Aghadi doesn't quite get their act in order and go on the patterns of what was the Lok Sabha, where, you know, the Sangli pattern, where there were friendly fights in multiple corners. However, that doesn't seem to be happening. They've understood lessons from Haryana, friendly fights or independence don't work.
Well, Preeti, I absolutely believe we've not understood any lesson from Haryana. In Haryana, they insulted their Dalit face senior leader Shailja, and in Maharashtra, they have insulted Nana Patole. Because Uddhav Thackeray's party has said openly that they will not come into any meeting with the state Congress chief, Nana Patole. That's the state of the Congress party in Maharashtra, point number one. Point number two, Preeti, as of right now, there is no official statement, no official press conference on the end of Mahavikas Aghadi where they've declared their seat-sharing formula. As back as 2 hours back, Nana Patole's statement suggests that they are still hopeful to come up with the final seat-sharing formula. So I would still not buy the argument that they've come up and ironed out their differences. But all of us in the panel acknowledge that there are differences. On one hand, if you see, we came on...
Do you agree with your seat sharing?
No, we are absolutely confident. We had all our three leaders coming out. BJP declared 99 seats. We took the lead because it's an organic alliance with all the three leadership coming together. I'll give you a difference. If you remember August, I've also seen an India Today news break when Mr. Uddhav Thackeray gave an interview to the Sahil Joshi only saying that he is the chief ministerial face. Then the Uddhav Thackeray Sena said that we will be okay with any individual as the chief minister face. Today, Mahavikas Aghadi has acknowledged that they will not declare a chief minister face, which is again a backstab on the hand of Shiv Sena. And I will end it with 10 seconds. That look at the difference. As per your sources, Uddhav Thackeray Sena is fighting on less than 100 seats. When they were in an alliance with us, they were fighting on more than 100 seats. This tells you the difference in the respect of alliance that the BJP has vis-a-vis the Congress party has.
All right, but you still, okay, so if you know, by the virtue of the fact, right now, the Shiv Sena on paper is the Shinde Sena. Yes. You've given them not more than 80 seats, which is which is less than what the Maha Vikas Aghadi has given. All right, and
because
on the basis,
we have three partners right now. Earlier we only had two partners.
They can say the same thing. I'll come right back to you on that, but they can say the same thing. I want to quickly bring in Krishna Hegde before I cut across to Dr. Shama Mohammed. And the reason I'm bringing in Krishna Hegde is that, Mr. Hegde, are you satisfied with just fighting 80 seats with your alliance partner? Because Pradeep Bhandari says all is well. These are what the numbers that are going to look like. BJP 152 to 155, 75 to 80 is going to be the Shinde Sena. Happy with the numbers?
As per your sources.
As per our sources. You said you confirm our sources.
As per your sources. I'm just going by it. I have not got anything official. As per your sources.
Krishna Hegde.
Yes.
Preeti, first of all, these are your sources. Even if we agree with these sources, I must say that, you know, the Bharatiya Janata Party in the last Vidhan Sabha elections had 105 seats, MLAs. And we had, from the Eknath Shinde camp, we had 38 MLAs. So compared to the 38 MLAs we have, even if you are saying 80, then 80 is a good number. And Bharatiya Janata Party, who had 105 sitting MLAs, they are, you know, fighting on 150 plus seats. And therefore, we, like we said, we had to accommodate Ajit Pawar also. He is also getting 50 plus seats. And therefore, I think it's an honorable, you know, understanding as of now. And the main important thing is that we come back to power and serve the people of Maharashtra, and that is the actual aim of the, you know, the coalition.
Mr. Hegde, honourable understanding, but the honourable understanding seems to also have come in, and I will bring in Pradeep Bhandari after I bring in Shama Mohammed, on the fact that Does the BJP endorse Mr. Shinde as the Chief Minister face? Because it seems so. If you look at it, will they come out openly and do so? But Shama Mohammed, getting you back in, it does seem finally there is a sense and understanding. However, certain niggles still remain where East Vidarbha is concerned, Marathwada is concerned, seats in Mumbai is concerned. Do you think it'll all get ironed out in time?
Preeti, we'll iron out everything. But look at the hypocrisy of the BJP spokesperson. He comes out and says that they do not have a CM face. Uddhav wanted to be, they are not allowing. Now that is hearsay. Your journalist, just now Sahil says that we are fighting 105 seats. That's what Sahil just now said on live television. But that he does not want to believe. So basically, he does not want to believe actual what journalists say, but he wants to believe hearsay. So we have ironed out a difference. We do not have any problem. Then he says that, we are so good with our alliance partner, Shiv Sena. We gave them this number of seats last time. Well, when you gave them that number of seats, Uddhav Thackeray and Shinde were one. Now they've split. So I think there is a certain amount of stupidity from his side because he's not using his brain to understand that the Shiv Sena has split. The Congress party is, as you can see, one party, and we have not split or anything, and like the BJP. Now, if we look at the Lok Sabha, the Congress party fought 17 seats and we won 13. The BJP fought 28 and they won 9. They are a joke. So what they do is they make this thing around that, there are issues here. We don't have issues. I want to ask the BJP spokesperson, why not name Eknath Shinde as the CM face? Eknath Shinde wants to be the CM face. If you recall, 2 months back, there was a rally by Ajit Pawar and it's called Jan Samman Yatra. There it was everywhere Ajit Pawar's face saying that he is going to be the CM of Maharashtra. There was nobody else. There was no Devendra Fadnavis. There was no Eknath Shinde. What the BJP actually want to do is they want to win, become the single largest party and shortchange Eknath Shinde. This is how they do. That is how they treat alliance partners.
We'll come back to that, but what I'll do is, Dr. Mohammed and all our panelists, let's stay clear from personal attacks because what it does is only gets ugly. Let's not use words like, ma'am, humble submission to all. It's not humble submission to all panelists. Let's try and not use words like stupid. Let's try and steer clear of using any of these phrases. I'm sure we are all better than that.
I never said anybody stupid. I said stupidity is different.
All right, ma'am, let's try and avoid it. Let's try and avoid it, if we can. Let's try and do that. Mahesh Tapse, I want to bring you in. Right now, with what it looks like, where the Maha Vikas Aghadi stands, in terms of sheer numbers, 75 to 80 for the NC Sharad Pawar faction, 90-95 to UBT Shiv Sena, 105 to 110 Congress. Is this what it's looking like? Are all the niggles sorted?
Yeah, all the issues are almost on the verge of getting sorted. These are the numbers which are appearing in the media. However, the real numbers may be slightly different. I'm not saying it will be totally different, but there may be some adjustment here and there.
Tell us what the adjustment is, Mr. Tapse.
No, it might be just 5 seats here and there, nothing much to talk about. But this is the figure which has been appearing in the media from last 1.5 hours, and I think this is what is getting agreed upon in the meeting which was held at Mr. Pawar's house, the first round of meeting, the second round of meeting, and we very proactively, I'm very certain that by tonight or late in the night or midnight, it will be announced. Generally, it is announced in the night. This is what I've seen from last so many years, that a mail goes to the media in the night, and that's how the list is announced. So I'm certain that it will be done today.
All right, okay, Pradeep Bhandari, I want to get you back into this conversation. There's a point that Dr. Mohammed has raised, and it's an important one to ponder on, because you're attacking the Aghadi on not having a chief ministerial face, but is the BJP endorsing Eknath Shinde as the chief ministerial face, Mr. Bhandari?
Preeti, if you remember, then recall the press conference on 16th October 2024, when Mr. Devendra Fadnavis was asked the same question. What did he say? He said that our Chief Minister face is sitting right here, where Mr. Eknath Shinde was sitting right adjacent to him, and it was a joint press conference with Mr. Eknath Shinde, Ajit Dada and Devendra Fadnavis. I challenge the Congress party to have Mr. Nana Patole, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray on the same stage as Mr. Sharad Pawar. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray does not endorse Mr. Nana Patole. Mr. Nana Patole hates Sanjay Raut. Sharad Pawar declared Jayant Patil as the face for the chief ministership from the NCP Sharad Pawar. Good. It was not endorsed by Uddhav Thackeray. So there is absolute confusion there. We are absolutely clear, and this is what was spelled out in our press conference. I will not take Ms. Mohammad's understanding of Maharashtra seriously, because her understanding of Maharashtra is exactly similar to her understanding of Haryana, where after the Haryana election, she tweeted publicly that the only community which voted for the Congress party and the Congress party should appease is the Muslim community. So they can continue their vote bank politics. I will not stoop to that level. Preeti, I will ask you another question. You have been covering the election since long. Do you remember Sahil Joshi's interview given to Sahil Joshi's interview of Uddhav Thackeray, which was given on 20th May 2024? I have the transcript of the interview. Uddhav Thackeray, when Sahil Joshi, your Mumbai bureau chief, asked him a question, who is your chief minister face? Mr. Uddhav Thackeray says, I am the chief minister face. On 16th August 2024, Mr. Uddhav Thackeray said that I can back any chief minister face. On 17th August 2024, the Uddhav Sena said that it should be Mr. Uddhav Thackeray is the face. That has been the consistent stand. Okay. The confusion is on their side, not absolutely on our side. And just 1 second, Preeti, they have still not officially declared their seat sharing formula. We have officially announced 99 seats. That's the difference.
No, but that's the BJP.
That's the
BJP has announced 99 seats.
Ajit Dada
seat sharing has not been announced.
Ajit Dada has also started distributing his A1 and A2 forms. So there is absolute clarity on our side. We have all our three leaders on one stage. I challenge the Congress party to have Mr. Nana Patole, Uddhav Thackeray on the same stage, speak good about each other.
Dr. Mohammed, do reply to that, because yes, at a level there seems to be, at least on a public forum, understanding that the Mahayuti stands behind Eknath Shinde, where the CM face is concerned.
The official statement of the Bharatiya Janata Party yesterday was that they are not projecting a CM phase in Maharashtra. Now, if he wants to believe, he can say whatever he wants. That is the official statement. Maybe he is not the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Can I come on to that?
No,
let me finish. No, he can't comment till I'm finished.
Please tell her to quote that. Please tell her to quote the official statement of the BJP.
Mr. Bhandari, I'll come back to allow you to have a say.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Let me finish. Then he speaks about appeasement. Why have the BJP or the Eknath Shinde government increased the salaries of teachers in madrasa? What is that called, Preeti? When we do it, it's called appeasement. When Eknath Shinde BJP calls, what do I call it? Upliftment. It is also appeasement. But then nobody talks about it. That is sheer appeasement. And let me tell you one thing. When there was a meeting of Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis and Ajit Pawar, and when the Ladli Behna scheme was announced, Ajit Pawar walked out because he says, we are in 2 lakh crore debt. The state is in a debt. And how can we do it? My question today to Pradeep Bhandari is, when you're supposed to be the most industrialized state, when you have it all, why are you giving free saris? You're giving free utensils. You're giving kids to laborers. You're giving madrasa teachers increase in this thing. You are doing the Ladli Behna scheme. You were in power for the last 4 years. You must have done a lot of other things. Why don't you talk about it? Why are you giving now, according to your my Prime Minister, Revidi? This is called, that's what he said, Revidi. So yours is not Revidi. These are not, well, what is this then? What is it called? He has to answer. The salary increase to madrasa teachers is appeasement or not? I want to know that. Because the Congress party is always pointed out, they point fingers at us. Oh, Muslim appeasement, Muslim that, Muslim this. What is this? It's not appeasement or not?
All right, okay. You know, because it's an alliance, allow me to open up, because I'm going to your own... No. 1 second. I'll come back. No. I need to go back. No.
But you'll come back
Krishna
to me.
Hegde hasn't spoken at all.
You allow me a 10-second rebuttal on that.
Exact 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Exact 10 seconds. Point number 1A, it's not to do with the Maulvis, it's to do with the B.Ed and T.Ed teachers who teach scientific education in the madrasa. Point number 1. Point number 2, you have still not quoted my official statement where we've not endorsed Eknath Shinde. You've lied. Point number 3, officially the state can borrow 25% of GSDP. We borrowed 18%. Point number 4, you have gone against the Latki Behna Yojana. 2 crore women of Maharashtra will give you a response.
10 seconds, Shamma Mohammed, you can reply to that. 10 seconds he took. Go ahead. And then I'll go to Krishna Hegde and
I couldn't hear what he said. I didn't know what he said.
He'll reply to your questions, ma'am. Okay, fine. Let me go to Krishna Hegde then. Krishna Hegde, I want to come back to you. Let's circle back to what the question is. Chief Ministerial face. Krishna Hegde, is the Mahayuti going into this election with Eknath Shinde as the CM face? Yes or no, sir?
Preeti, first let me answer the question what she was saying. Why did we increase the madrasa salaries, the teachers there? These people were in power for 15 years. They are taking Muslim votes. And for 15 years, they did not increase any salaries. So we increased some salary. What is the problem? They only want vote, but they don't want to give salaries to teachers. Secondly, let me tell you, the Lake Ladki Behna or the Ladli Behna or the gas cylinder scheme or the free HT travel scheme or the innumerable schemes that our government has got, we have not put Hindu on that. We have said it is for Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai. So Shama Mohammed should know that firstly. All these schemes are for all religions, not only for Hindus. Thirdly, let me tell you that apart from what Pradeep Bhandari said, that they don't get along,
I
Nana
never said
Patole
that.
doesn't get along with
No, she didn't say
Sanjay
that. One
Raut or
second. Mr.
whoever.
I
Hegde,
did
No,
not
no.
say
Mr.
that.
Hegde, allow me
No,
now.
no.
Allow me.
No, 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 no,
She
no,
did
no.
not.
Let
Okay,
me
one
complete.
second.
Let me.
Mr.
Your
Hegde,
government
she
did
did not. Okay,
nothing.
one second. Allow me
Your
to come
government
in.
did nothing. Your
No,
government
no,
did
no.
nothing
Mr.
for
Hegde.
Muslims.
Mr. Hegde.
Yeah.
Dr. Mohammed did not say that you're appeasing Hindus in particular. What she
No,
said was when you do it, here the question, sir. Here the
she said,
question.
why did
What
you
she
give the
said was
salaries? She
when
said,
you
why did
do
you
it,
give the
when
salaries?
you do it, you call it yojanas, you call it welfare schemes, and when others do it, you call it reverie. You're doing the same.
No,
Good
no.
for the goose,
Let
good
me
for the
tell you.
gander.
No, no, let me tell you one more thing. Pradeep Bhandari ji said that Sanjay Raut did not get along with Nana Patole. I am telling you something more serious. The Congress and the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray don't get along on Veer Savarkar. They don't get along on Ram Mandir. They don't
All
get
right,
along on
okay. Okay,
Hindutva.
okay, fine.
That is the
All
more
right, I
serious
just want to go
business
to Mr.
also.
Tapse for a quick comment. Mahesh Tapse, what is the inability for the Maha Vikas Aghadi to put forward a chief ministerial face? Do you think that's going to inhibit your chances?
See, it has never worked like that. In 2019 also, who knew whether did the BJP
Okay.
know that Mr. Uddhav Thackeray would be the CM face? In 2014, was it clear that Devendra Fadnavis will be the CM face? In 2009 election, was it clear that the Congress will be the CM face? So it is not our culture to do that. So we believe in a parliamentary democracy where our MLAs come, each of
Okay.
them are questioned. They might report
All right.
saying that High Command's decision is final, which is
Okay.
fair enough. In our
All right,
party
that's
also.
all the time, unfortunately, that
He's
I have
going
right now.
against
I need
Uddhav
to
Sena's
go
official
in for a
statement,
hard
Preeti.
cut. Appreciate all four of you for joining us. Thank you. But this is a debate that's going to carry forward in the days to come and will only get fiercer.